everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday, February 5th. I'm your host, Bree Cox-Kennedy. Did you like that little bit of rain that we had? Got more to tell you about coming up later in the week, actually starting tonight. We'll get on to that after I let you know what is on today's show. We've got the National Alliance on Mental Health, very important topic, with our guest Amy Durham to tell us emotional support is only a phone call away. So we'll get into that. And then later in the show, we have African American Heritage Club with Annie McCary. February is Black History Month, and she's got lots of things to celebrate and talk about with you. But first, we want to keep you informed. Did you know that Laguna Woods Village offers tax prep services for residents? The free tax program has been serving the village community for more than 25 years. Last year, more than 1,200 residents benefited from the valuable program. That's incredible. So free tax preparation services are available by appointment on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays on the third floor of the community center. For more information or to schedule your appointment, visit thepcclub.org. Email taxes@thepcclub.org, or you can call 949-391-9718. Make sure you leave a message. Next up, let's take a look at that weather. A little bit more rain probably coming in the early morning hours, tomorrow morning actually. Today's high is going to be 63 with 54 being the low, cloudy. Look for those showers coming in around 5 a.m. Early Thursday morning, continuing through Friday, tapering off both days at about noon. Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at low to mid 60s for the temps there, partly cloudy all weekend. So all in all, kind of a early spring, overcast, cloudy week in store for us. The sunrise this morning was at 6:45 a.m. Sunset will be at 5:24 p.m. Little Saigon Festival. This photo was submitted to us from Hope Bullock. Very fun, colorful photo. Please send us your photos. Please email those to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in a horizontal format, please. Next up, we've got a couple meetings to tell you about. And coming up after the break, we've got NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Health. Stay with us.
Located next to Laguna Woods, we offer cutting-edge technology that meets unsurpassed service.
You and your eyes are my priority. We will treat you with the utmost care and compassion.
Some might offer local exams, but they'll send you on a trek for surgery. Skip the unnecessary travel.
You can be confident that we will deliver the best outcome for your eyes.
Schedule your consultation today and see the world clearly. Call us or visit our website. No inconvenience, just expert care.
For some of you, it may be time to replace your dated windows and doors. I'm a resident of Laguna Woods and have served the community for 10 years. As a women-owned business, you can trust Window Jazz to provide seamless service from the moment we meet to the completion of the job. Most jobs are completed in just one day.
Window Jazz put windows in my home. The service was amazing, the price couldn't be beat, and I would recommend them to anybody.
Call Window Jazz now to schedule your free consultation.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Endorsed by the man himself, the Cream of Clapton Band features family, friends, and bandmates of the legendary guitarist, paying homage to the record-breaking 24 nights at the Royal Albert Hall. This concert includes Clapton classics and rekindles the hits from albums August and Journeyman.
The Cream of Clapton Band at the Pack on March 12. Tickets are $20, $30 and $40 and are available at the Pack box office.
Welcome back to the show. Did you know that emotional support is just a simple phone call away? Here to tell us more, we welcome Amy Durham with NAMI, otherwise known as National Alliance on Mental Illness. Amy, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Very nice to have you here. Can we get to the basics? For those who may think that they are suffering from a mental illness, how do you define having sort of a bad or an off day with something considered a mental illness, where it feels a little bit deeper, feels a little bit more aggressive, feels a little bit more like you can't really shake it off?
Right. And that is the whole point, is that if the symptoms don't go away, that's when you really need to reach out and get some help and support. See your doctor, see your physician, and see if there isn't anything that may help. Sometimes it's something like therapy. Sometimes it's self-care. Sometimes it's medication. It just kind of depends. That's what's difficult about mental illness, is there's no secret sauce. You can't, everybody is different and everyone reacts to things differently.
Right.
So sometimes just being able to have a venue to talk through the therapist can help a lot. And then other times it can be medication, other times it could be a combination of several things.
And is it something that develops over time, or do you just like one day, you know what, I've got to talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Like it comes on sudden, and I guess that's what you meant. It's like you can't just check the box. Right? I fit into this category.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the statistics are 1 in 4 have a diagnosable mental health condition throughout their lifetime. So a lot of symptoms come on between the ages of 15 and 24. That's when typically people will see the first signs of a mental health condition. However, it really could be at any time. You never know. And and especially with seniors, there is that loneliness factor.
Absolutely.
And they're not seeing people as much as maybe they have in the past, and that loneliness can play a big part in them feeling listless and not wanting to experience life. So so really kind of staying in tune with how you normally feel or how you felt in the past and how you're feeling now. Are you staying in bed a lot longer? Are you not wanting to get up? Are you not wanting to make your bed? Are you not wanting to clean up, that kind of stuff? Those are things to look for.
So on the heels of that, what programs is NAMI OC offering for our seniors and older adults?
Yeah, so we have a lot of education classes, and that's really what our wheelhouse is education. Back in 1980, when we became an affiliate, it was a group of individuals that had a loved one at a local psychiatric hospital. And you could only go and visit your loved one in the 80s 1 time a week. So could you imagine, you couldn't just go every day and say hello. So it was 1 day a week, it was a Sunday, and actually all of the family members found a lot of comfort in one another because their journeys were similar and they didn't have anyone to talk to about it. So then this group of parents wanted to go and find a program that would educate people on how to care for their loved one. And so Family is what they found. And that's what we brought back to Orange County. So Family to Family is still a program that if you have a loved one and you're not sure how to care for them, even if they're not living with you, just what's the right way to communicate? It's a great class. It's an 8-week class, and it gives you a lot of good tools in your toolkit to care for someone.
Great.
But we have programs called Ending the Silence, which really chronicles someone's journey, mental health journey, and where they're at, and it gives a lot of hope. But our our flagship for seniors is Silver Companions.
Tell us about that.
So this is a peer mentoring, and it kind of was born from this conversation that I had with one of my directors. And she was talking about how her mother, her aging mother, was really dependent on her. And yet she has to work and provide for her family. And I was like, isn't there a way that we could connect seniors? And so that is really the point of Silver Companions. It's not necessarily because you have a mental health condition, but it is because, you know, that loneliness plays a part in how you're feeling day to day. So we wanted to be able to pair a volunteer, a senior volunteer, to another senior, maybe homebound that couldn't go out, or maybe is uncomfortable going out. And so that's really how that program came about.
So how do people get involved in this peer-to-peer?
Yeah, so you can call our offices, or you can call the Warm Line, which is behind us, and you can let them know that you're interested in either becoming a volunteer for this program, or if you are in need of a peer, and requesting one.
Is there training involved?
There is training involved. For our mentors, we want to make sure that you're well equipped. You know, there can be, especially with seniors, there, you know, with not feeling well, if your health is declining, there can be certain things that we want to prepare you for. And so, yeah, there is mentoring training that we provide so that you feel better equipped.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what other educational classes or courses are offered to the Laguna Woods Village seniors here?
We have peer-to-peer, and that is a class that is designed for individuals that have a diagnosis, and it's really just living your best life with a mental health condition. Just because you have a mental health condition doesn't mean that you can't enjoy all that life has to offer. And it's taught by individuals that have a mental health diagnosis, and they're thriving. And it's just something to, you know, for all people to know that there is hope out there.
Yeah, it's amazing how many different various classes that NAMI's offering. You even offer one for families.
Yes, yep. So that's that family, but we also have something called Basics, and that's for parents that have a child that's starting to show symptoms. They may not be diagnosed, but they're starting to show. So how do you advocate for services? How do you advocate for special support in schools? And that's what that class is really about.
Wow, it's what a valuable resource.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if someone needs additional support or to be heard with just simple questions, where can they turn?
So the Warm Line, we have a 24/7 emotional support line. So we are not doctors, but we come from a place of lived experience. And that is really helpful when it comes to understanding where somebody might be at. So you can call the Warm Line, 714-991-6412, and they are there 24/7. Again, they're all individuals that have lived experience. So either as a family member or as an individual that has a diagnosis, they're there to talk. We have over 1,500 different resources, so we can get you connected to resources if that's what you need.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Real quick, how can residents become a volunteer to work with NAMI?
So calling our office is the best way, or going on our website, so namioc.org, NAMIOC.org. And there is a section for peer mentoring, and that's where you'll find Silver Companions.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Amy, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yes, from National Alliance on Mental Illness. Take down that number if you need it. Coming up next, African American Heritage Club. Stay with us.
My name's Erica, and I believe each mind matters.
A movement is growing.
A movement for mental health. It includes millions of people like me.
Like me.
Like me. Who are ready to create change. Because half of us will experience a mental health challenge.
But no one is alone.
We all have mental health.
Sometimes we're okay, sometimes we need support.
And when support is needed, it's okay to reach out.
Because people can and do get better.
And we make it possible by speaking up.
Being open and honest, living stigma-free.
Hope starts with me.
This is the mental health movement.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Aging at home with the support of a caregiver offers numerous benefits physically and emotionally. Right at Home helps you stay amongst your personal belongings, memories, and comfort of your home. We offer one-on-one care that helps monitor health, assist with daily activities such as showering, medical medication reminders, cooking, safety, and accident prevention. Our team at Right at Home can help maintain your independence, keep a routine, and allow you to continue to make your own choices while improving your quality of life. We are Right at Home.
Two of the greatest bands of all time face off in a high-energy, adrenaline-pumping musical showdown as the Boomers Club brings the Beatles vs. Stones to the Laguna Woods Village Performing Arts Centre on Friday, February 28, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. The British invasion brought us the two most popular bands of all time. These two legendary bands engage in an onstage mash-up duel featuring internationally renowned tribute bands Abbey Road and Jumping Jack Flash. Tickets available at the Pack box office.
February is Black History Month, and joining us to tell us more, we have Annie McCary from African American Heritage Club. Annie, thank you for coming and joining us today.
Thank you, my pleasure. It's
always lovely to see you.
Thank you.
It's great. Tell us about Black History Month, taking place here in February.
Yeah, February is traditionally, well, for many years has been known and recognized as Black History Month. And it's an opportunity for America, the country, the world to acknowledge and recognize some of the contributions of African Americans or Black Americans to the country and to the world that have historically been left out of the history books, that have been left out of history altogether. So February is an opportunity for all of America and the world to recognize some of the contributions of Black Americans.
Wonderful. So what are the origins of the celebration?
The origins of the celebrations, it originated way back, I believe it was in 1929, when some of the organizers, the educators in the African American community felt that there was not acknowledgement of Black contributions to history. And so there was a movement to spread the information, share the knowledge about African American contribution. And in recent years, there's been themes put together to recognize the contributions, because having a theme is a really good way to kind of categorize some of the African American contributions to the world. And so this year, 2025, the theme is it's Black History Month and African Americans and Labor.
Okay.
Which is a broad category.
Yeah. What doesn't that cover?
It covers what doesn't it cover? But it covers a lot. Yeah.
I mean, it's such a contribution.
Yes.
To the world.
Absolutely.
Not only to this country, but to the world.
Yeah, and what the labor movement, we African Americans benefited from the labor movement, and we also contributed to the labor movement itself, and we'll talk a little bit about that.
Sure.
But historically, traditionally, African Americans have moved toward jobs that were unionized, like the manufacturing, like the railroads, like transportation, like waste management, those kinds of jobs that were labor-driven. African Americans tend to work those jobs a lot, and that there was always, even though there were wages established, African Americans historically got paid lower wages than many of the other workers. So recognizing labor and that contribution is really the forefront of what we're talking about this month.
Exactly. So what do you think the key contributions have done to shape the workforce today? currently?
Wow, currently, I made a list of a couple of contributions.
Sure.
And one of my favorites, well, all of them are my favorite, but one more recent one, his name is a young man, Chris Small. And he's in his 30s or something like that. He was the main catalyst in getting the Amazon workers unionized. And this is a young African-American man that done this. So that's just one of the contributions to the labor movement. Another one is Baynard Rustin. A lot of people recognize him because he was instrumental with Dr. Martin Luther King with the March on Washington. But he was co-founder of the Congress of Racial Equality, combating colonialism in India, Ghana, Nigeria, and South Africa, working for nuclear disarmament, leading the 1963 March on Washington. He was also a strong advocate for LGBTQ rights. He was instrumental in helping workers' empowerment and demanding greater HIV and AIDS education. So these are some of the ones. Another one is, let's see, I'll pick A. Philip Randolph. He was very instrumental with getting let's see, I want to say it right, the Pullman's porter. Those were the porters in the trains with the different train cars and stuff. They were part of the movement, but they were paid lesser wages than the other porters. And so A. Philip Randolph was very instrumental in getting the Pullman's porters to unionize, and it became one of the first black unions in American history. So we have a lot of contributors to the labor movement, as well as a lot of the many benefits that we receive.
I tell you what, you stop at nothing. I mean, hard workers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And all of the workers were hard workers, and they were recognized. And what the purpose of Black History Month is to recognize, you know, the black contribution to the labor movement that not just blacks benefited from, but everybody benefited.
Absolutely.
In terms of work pay, work days, 5-day work weeks, overtime pay, sick leave, maternity leave, all of that is part of the labor movement. And African Americans continuously work to make sure that we got those benefits.
Yeah. Wow.
One other one that I would wanted to mention was Mary McLeod. She was the first woman president of the association, and they called it then, the Association of Colored Schools, which was eventually merged with the National Education Association. So this was an African American woman who grew up post-slavery, educated herself, and became a leader for the Black Union, but also merged with the education of teachers. So teachers out there will probably recognize her as a contributor to the labor movement.
Wonderful. They all stepped up, didn't they?
Yes.
My goodness. They paved the way for us to do the same.
Absolutely. And what we're doing is just honoring them for their contributions.
Well, we appreciate all their contributions. Yeah. So you're holding a meeting on February 15th. At City Hall. There's a display at City Hall.
Yes, for the entire month of February, there's a display of Black authors. Their books, their CDs, there's music that is on display for the entire month of February at City Hall. Mm-hmm. And the good thing about all these books and tapes and stuff that are on display are available for checkout.
Oh, wonderful.
So you see the books that you want at City Hall. You just take it over to the library and someone will check it out for you.
Okay. And then what about the meeting on February 15th?
February 15th is our monthly meeting. We will be celebrating Black History. We always meet the third Saturday of every month, unless otherwise stated. Clubhouse 5, Room 1, from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. And this month we're going to be celebrating the labor movement, and it's also going to be a potluck. So all of our members bring your favorite food to share, and we'll just have a really good time.
It sounds like it. You're going to have a great time.
Thank you.
Annie, always such a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for joining us today from the African American Heritage Club. Annie McCary, thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we'll take a look at our weekend's movie previews. Stay with us.
Did you buy a series ticket last year? If so, you're at the front of the line. During this renewal window, you have the exclusive right to keep your same seat for 2025. Upgrades February 17th to February 21st. Looking to upgrade? If you purchased a series ticket last year but want to move to an even better seat, this is your chance. Starting February 24th, the box office will open series ticket sales to everyone, including new buyers. This is your chance to lock in your seat for all 4 shows.
Welcome to the Artistry, South Orange County's only cannabis dispensary located right here in Laguna Woods. The Artistry is your trusted source for the highest quality cannabis products and the best customer service. We offer daily deals up to 50% off on top brands. Whether you're new to cannabis or a seasoned consumer, our friendly and informative staff is here to help you elevate in style. We're located next to Gate 3 and now offer delivery right to your door. Join us for a one-of-a-kind dispensary experience.
Are you retired or almost retired, but worried? Worried about inflation, today's unstable markets, worried about your investments, wondering if you could count on them to provide the income you need as long as you need it? Well, stop worrying and rest easy, knowing there is a better, smarter way to invest once you're retired or getting close to it. A way strategically designed to protect your principal and generate lifelong income regardless of market conditions. Learn more today by calling Pacific Financial Planners, your source for a stress-free retirement.
Hi, my name is Dr. Faramant. Brilliant Smile has been the premier dental office of Laguna Woods Village for over 30 years now. We take the extra time to understand our patients' unique needs. We truly care about your happiness and dental wellness. We always provide the absolute highest quality of dental work at very affordable prices in a very relaxing environment. Stop by or give us a call and experience the Brilliant Smile difference. We are conveniently located close to Gate 6.
All right, folks, welcome back. Let's take a look at our Friday movie, The Thomas Crown Affair. This one is the classic 1968 movie with Steve McQueen, brought to us by City of Hope. 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles. And this is a classic romantic thriller where a very rich and successful playboy amuses himself by stealing artwork, but may have met his match in a seductive detective. Sounds intriguing. And then Saturday's movie is Legends of the Fall. This is also a very classic movie, 1994 with Brad Pitt, brought to us by Hoag Orthopedic Institute. In the early 1900s, 3 brothers and their father living in the remote wilderness of Montana are affected by betrayal, history, love, nature, and war. Big combination there. Let's take a quick look at the week's weather. High today is going to be around 63. I think the rain is probably over until about 5 a.m. in the morning, Thursday morning. It's going to continue through about noon, taper off, and then it'll be back Friday morning at 5 a.m. Showers remaining in place until about 3 to 4 p.m. on Friday, making way for a partly cloudy weekend with temperatures in the low to mid 60s. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of This Day. From all of us here, we hope you make yours a beautiful one.